Hello everyone, my name is Addison Sherman, and this was the roller coaster adventure that I completed for the project. This was kind of just a dream plan, not super realistic, but just kind of a dream to kind of work towards. So our first stop, we were going to leave for Cedar Point from Blackhawk College at 8 a.m., and the expected travel for this is around 8 hours. Then we plan on arriving at about 5 p.m. at a hotel, and since there is a time change, that will be Eastern time. The hotel I plan to stay at is Holiday Inn and Suites, and that is $98 per night. And if we stay there for 2 days, which will be one night in total, it'll only total out to be $98 for the initial hotel. So again, the expected travel for that is about 8 hours, and they have a hyper hybrid roller coaster, and that is the Steel Vengeance, which you can see is pictured on the right, as well as numerous other roller coasters that they have on site. Following Cedar Point, we plan on leaving for Dollywood at 12 p.m. This allows us to spend some time at Cedar Point and spend that little extra time there in the morning. So leaving there by 12 p.m. will get us at the hotel a little after 8 p.m. since the expected travel again for that is 8 hours. There we plan on staying at the Comfort Inn and Suites at Dollywood Lane, and that is $83 per night. And if we stay for 3 days, 2 nights, that totals out to be $166 for the second hotel. Pictured on the right, they have the Lightning Rod, which is the most intense roller coaster, as it extends starting at a miles per hour of 0 and goes all the way up to 45 in just a matter of seconds. So, following Dollywood, we plan to leave for Busch Gardens only early on the third day, as it is a longer haul, expecting the travel to be around 11 hours. And we plan to leave for that at around 8 a.m., getting us there a little after 7 p.m. There we plan on staying at the La Quinta by Wyndham, Tampa, near Busch Gardens, and that is $100 per night. If we stay for 3 days, 2 nights, that totals out to be $218 for the third hotel. Statistically found, I was able to find that they have a roller coaster called the Lightning Rod, which is the most intense and fastest according to the numbers of height, speed, miles per hour, kind of all of the above there. Following Busch Gardens, we will leave for Glenwood Caverns early on the third day from Busch Gardens at around 6 a.m. The expected travel for that is around 30 hours, so that is going to be our longest haul, and we are going to have to stop halfway through. So I have organized us to stop halfway through at Carbondale, Illinois, where we will stay overnight at a Hampton Inn. We will arrive at Carbondale at around 9 p.m. and just stay that night, so the total for that will be $98. Then in order to get there at a reasonable time, we're going to get up and leave at about 7 a.m. the next morning, and we should arrive at Glenwood the next day at about 9:30 to 10 p.m., which is quite late, but in order to get there at a reasonable time, we have to kind of push it into 2 days. And for that, we'll stay at Glenwood Springs Inn, and that is $83 per night. Since it is such a long haul, I did extend this one out to be a little bit longer, staying there for 6 days and 5 nights, totaling the fifth hotel to be $415 in total. So finally, we'll leave for Blackhawk early on the 6th day from Glenwood Caverns, and again, that'll be about 6 a.m., so we can get home at about a reasonable time and kind of hit reality again. The expected travel for that is about 15 hours, so it will be a long haul and a long day of traveling, but that'll get us back at Blackhawk at around 9 p.m. that night. So, when looking at our budget, I've kind of narrowed down, excuse me, each roller coaster and the parking and tickets that go along with it. So with that, I plan on taking myself, my best friend, and then my 5-year-old nephew. So there are some tickets are a little bit cheaper considering his age. So the parking for Cedar Point is $25 per car. Tickets are $49.99 per person. Obviously, this is subject to change in regards to how many days we are staying and how many days we'll be at the park. For Cedar Point, we'll be there 2 days. Dollywood parking is $22.80. Tickets are $89 per adult and $79 for my nephew. Busch Gardens parking is $30. Tickets are $105 per person. I was unable to find parking for Glenwood Caverns, but I'm sure that's something that can be found with further investigation or calling them. But tickets are $25 per adult and $10 for nephew. So again, this is going to be a little bit more in regards to how long we're there. Glenwood is our longest stay, so the tickets are going to be a little bit more expensive for both the adults and the nephew. But our total for parking is $77.80, and the total for the tickets that I have amounted out are $357.99, and the total for our hotel stay is $995. So again, that's a little bit pricey, but we do plan on saving up as much as we can. So in regards to food, so we will having breakfast at the hotel as well as lunch. And then Cedar Point, I was able to find there are $15 per person and $12 per person for meals. Dollywood, $18 per person, $15 for nephew. And Busch Garden has an option for all-day dining, which is $25 per person, and that is lunch and dinner. In Glenwood Caverns, to save some money, we plan on packing our own lunch, and that is $20 in total. So the total for park meals comes out to be around $105. And as far as travel day comes, the plan per day for that is about $50. That is including snacks, drinks, fast foods, restaurants, kind of anything on the above. And then approximately for the 6 days, it is $300. So again, this was kind of just a fun way to research some roller coasters and see what's really out there and see how much it really costs to plan an extravagant trip like this. And obviously it's not cheap when we look at the hotels, the parking, the tickets, the food, but it was a fun way to kind of plan a little bit of a dreamcation. So thank you for watching.